Hi, welcome back. I wanted to share this week. If you remember a few weeks ago, we did a video, Jake and I, where we went out to a landfill and worked on a truck that had a shorted out main power cable from the battery to the cab, and we ended up putting a new cable on that. That truck the driver's been complaining that the engine idles at 1,000 RPM. So Jake called me a couple times, and I said, "Well, run it through a regen, next time it's there, and see if it's just something that got screwed up in its tracking when it needs a regen or not." So he did that, and then he kept calling me back and telling me the truck's idling at 1,000 RPM every time the guy stops at a light. And it's obviously not idling because base idle only goes up to, on his truck, 800 RPM, period. So anyway, I decided to go down there. Jake had the truck in there. He's doing a brake job on it. And I hooked up to it, and I was going to take a look at the data monitor to see what the idle was. So I started the truck, and on the dash, it showed 1,000 RPM. And then it showed the hot light for the after treatment come on. And so I went in and looked at parameters, and Jake had enabled the hot light to come on whenever the unit was going into a regen. So whether the exhaust was hot or not. I turned that back off. And that was one of the complaints that drivers had, that the hot light comes on and stays on a long time. So anyway, I opened up the data monitor, and lo and behold, there's only about 12 items in there, and I clicked on all parameters. So I realized that something had happened to the software when the power abruptly went off while the engine was running. So I did a recalibration. I did a save and restore. All the parameters went back in fine. And after the recalibration, when I started it up, the engine was idling back at 650 RPM. So then I opened up the data monitor logger, and I clicked on all parameters, and there was about 4 pages of parameters instead of just a half a page of parameters. So something happened when that power cable went bad. I don't know what happened. I do remember at the landfill when we fixed the problem and had it running, that I was considering recalibrating the ECM. But the guy had already been there all day. He wanted to go. And I thought, if something goes wrong while we're recalibrating, this is not the place to have that happen after him being here all day. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if that happens to you, or you lose power abruptly, and then the things seem to be a little quirky, do a recalibration, and it'll probably fix it all up. Last thing, I'm probably going to be posting videos bi-monthly now instead of weekly. Uh, it's just time to slow down a little bit for me on doing this. So anyway, uh, the video after this will get back to my videos on the calibration section of Insight. Okay, so we'll see you next time on Engine Shop Joe.